Hi student, in today's chapter we'll be talking about the most important tenses in English grammar, which are present tense, past tense and also future tense. These tenses are very important because these tenses are used to indicate when something is happening, whether it is happening now or it has happened before, or maybe it will happen later in the future. So by knowing how to use these three tenses correctly, you will be able to convey messages to the listener in the right way. Let's start. Alright, so there are three types of present tense that we're going to look into in today's chapter. The first one is simple present tense, the easiest one. The second one is present continuous tense, and the third one is present perfect tense. Now, first of all, we're going to look at number 1 and number 2, and then after you have mastered both simple present tense and present continuous tense, we're going to move on to the harder one, which is present perfect tense. Okay, let's start with simple present tense. So basically, simple present tense will be in basic form. So look at the example there. He loves you. Please return all books borrowed. So look at the words that is in bold, love and also written. Nothing really happens to it except for the first one, love, we add s to it. Okay, so when I say nothing really happened, it means that we don't add ing, we don't add ed, we don't add have or has before it. Nothing really happens to the verb. If you still remember, verb is kata kerja, anything that you do, like talk, walk, swim, read, and so on. So here, loves and also return is considered as verb as well. Return means pulangkan, so it's something that you do, so that's why it's a verb. Love, need, want, miss, these are all verbs as well. You look at the table here, you need to remember this table. If you remember it, it will change your whole life. Okay, you will be able to speak in good grammar. I, you, we, they, and plural, no s. Look at the verb there. The verb it has no s when you use the subject I, you, we, they, and also plural. But if you use the subject he, she, it, and singular, singular means one, so I put Ali there, the verb has s. Look at the word eat there. You got s. So I eat, you eat, we eat, they eat, and plural, Ali and Abu eat. He eats, she eats, it eats, Ali eats. So there's nothing we can do about this. You just have to memorize it. Try to remember it. And the more exercise that you do, you will be able to remember this naturally. So basically, we use simple present tense when we are talking about present thoughts, ideas, and also feelings. Whatever that you are feeling right now, any ideas that you have now, and any thoughts that you have now. So when you are talking about these thoughts, ideas, and feelings, you have to use simple present tense. And also we use this when we are talking about facts that are generally true. Okay, fakta yang benar. So when we talk about these two things, make sure to use simple present tense. Look at the example here for present ideas, thoughts, and feelings. For example, I like pizza. Okay, so if I say I like pizza, it means that right now I love eating pizza. I'm not talking about 10 years ago. I'm talking about currently. My favorite food is pizza. I love you. If somebody say I love you, it means that currently they have a very strong feelings towards you. Dola says that social media would bring both benefits and disadvantages. Now, this is an example of present thoughts or present ideas. So right now, Dola is thinking that social media would bring both benefits and also disadvantages. Facts that are true. The moon is the brightest object in the sky. Now this is a fact, the moon is the brightest object in the sky, so we are going to use the simple present tense. Irdina has 4 cats. It's a fact as well. Irdina has 4 cats at home, so it is a fact, so that's why we use simple present tense. Let's try to do this exercise together. Number 1, the earth. Now we are going to use the verb to be. There are 3 verb to be, which is, am, and also are. So the answer is the earth is spherical. Okay, because there's only one earth, so we're going to use is. Let's look at number 2. I love or loves my mother's cooking. If you don't remember, try to look back at the table that we discussed before. I, you, we, they in plural, no S. He, she, it in singular has S. So I, no S. I love my mother's cooking. Number 3, my sister. The answer is dances gracefully on the stage. Write the table down or take a picture of it, and while you are doing this exercise, just refer to the table. I, you, it, they in plural, no S. He, she, it singular, other S. So my sister, only one sister there, singular, so we use S. My sister dances gracefully on the stage. He travels every now and then. You take the train every day to work. We buy a lot of presents for Christmas. They kick, no S, the ball across the field. She lends me her favorite book. It steals the fish on the table. Mr. Raju, so this one we're going to use has. Mr. Raju has 2 fancy cars. There, the verb to be is am or are. We're going to use is. There is no snow in Malaysia. Now that you have mastered simple present tense, remember I, you, it, they in plural, no S. He, she, it singular, got S. We're going to jump into the second type of present tense, which is present continuous tense. Let's start. So basically, we use present continuous tense when we want to express ideas or actions that are happening now. Okay, idea ataupun action yang tengah terjadi sekarang. For example, Amina is talking to Siti. So it means that right now they are having a conversation. Diorang tengah bercakap sekarang. Mr. Lim is building his dream house. It means that right now he is building his dream house. So when you are describing action that is happening now, so we are going to use present continuous tense. And you can look at the example there. It has is or are plus ing. When the form has ing, it means it is in present continuous tense. Okay, look at the form here. Am ing, is ing, are ing. So basically, when you are expressing things that are currently happening right now, we're going to use am, is, or are, and then you add ing to the verb. Okay, this is the one that you have to memorize. So basically, we use it with am walking. Am and ing. So in the example here, I am walking. You, we, they in plural are ing. So for walking, you, we, they in plural are walking. He, she, it in singular is ing. He, she, it in singular is walking. He is walking, she is walking, it is walking, Ali is walking. Okay, let's try to do this exercise together. She is walking to the restaurant. Okay, remember to add in, is, or are, and then you add ing to the verb. How do we know? Refer to the table that we discussed just now. Remember, you have to memorize the table. For the first couple of times, just jot down, and while you're doing this exercise, refer to the table. But after you've done this, like probably 10 or 20 times, you'll be able to remember it naturally. So she is walking to the restaurant. Remember the table, I am calling my father. Abu, because Abu, only one person, so we're going to use the rule singular. I put S there. In the table, I put S. So Abu is working on his assignment. We are going to the park. They are having a picnic. You are being annoying. He is leaving the class. It is eating a fish. Maria and Sonia are watching a movie together. Now, let's recap and look at the difference between simple present tense and also present continuous tense. So the first one is in simple present tense. If you want to identify simple present tense, it's very easy. It either has S or no S. Look at the first one there. Ali reads a book. Now, we use the simple present tense because it is a general statement that Ali reads a book. It doesn't mean that he is doing it right now. It is just a general statement. Look back at the simple present tense slide. We only use it for present thoughts, ideas, and also feelings. And then we use it for facts that are generally true. So because this is just a fact, Ali reads a book, so we're going to use simple present tense. You put S there. Look at the second one. Ali is reading a book. It means that he is doing it right now. How do we know? Because it has ing there, right? So Ali is reading a book. It means that he is actually doing it right now. So that's why we're going to use the present continuous tense. So try to remember simple present tense, very easy. You just decide whether you add s or no s to the verb. I, you, we, they in plural, no s. He, she, it and singular got s. But for present continuous tense, this is the one that has ing. Okay, so Ali is reading a book. That one is present continuous tense, and we use this when we are talking about action that is currently happening now. Tengah terjadi sekarang. Okay, pause this exercise and try to do this on your own. So try to create a sentence with the verb and tense given there. So like and simple present tense. Go in simple present tense, play in simple present tense, encourage in simple present tense, and visit in simple present tense. And then you try to do this one, visit in present continuous tense, go, play, walk, and also read in present continuous tense. Now remember, the simple present tense is the one that has S, the present continuous tense is the one that has ing. Now let's try to translate all these sentences in BM here in English. Marsha suka jalan ke library. Does it mean that she is right now walking to the library? No. So we are going to use simple present tense, the one that has S or no S. But for this one, Marsha is only one person, so we're going to use the singular rule. So we're going to add S to the verb like. Marsha likes to walk to the library. Marsha tengah jalan ke library. It means that she is currently tengah jalan sekarang ke library. It means that she is currently walking to the library. So we're going to use present continuous form. Marsha is walking to the library. Hidayah suka menyanyi. Now this is just a general fact. It doesn't mean that she is doing it right now. So we're going to use simple present tense. Hidayah likes to sing. Hidayah sedang menyanyi. This one means that she is doing it right now, so we're going to use present continuous tense. Hidayah is singing. Shuna suka menonton TV. Again, it's just a fact. Shuna likes to watch TV. Shuna sedang menonton TV. This one, she's doing it right now, so we're going to use present continuous form. Shuna is watching TV. Putri tengah masak mi goreng. Putri is cooking fried mee. So I hope from the sentences here you are able to determine when to use simple present tense and when to use present continuous tense. Simple present tense, we use it when we are describing general facts, present thoughts or feelings. But we use present continuous tense when we are describing action that is currently happening right now. Now, let's move on to the third type of present tense, which is present perfect tense. Now, this one is a bit tricky. We use this when we are talking about things that happened in the past, but the thing is still connected to the present. Okay, so basically, present perfect tense act like a bridge between the past and present, the past and now. Let's look at the example so you would understand things better. I have eaten dinner. So it means that I already eaten dinner, but it is still relevant now. We use this whenever people are asking us, do you want to go for dinner with me? So I would say, I have eaten dinner. Why? Instead of just saying I ate dinner, I'm going to use the present perfect tense, I have eaten dinner, because it has happened in the past, but it is still relevant now because someone is asking me and inviting me for dinner. She has read the book. Basically, we use this when we want to say that she has read the book, but the information is still important now because maybe they are discussing about it right now. So we use she has read the book because it has happened in the past, but it is still important now. They have worked here for 5 years. So we use this because they have worked here since 5 years ago, which means it's happened in the past, but because they are still working here now, so we are going to use the perfect present tense. Try to do this exercise. Basically, you just have to change the verb given there into present perfect form. How to do it? Let's look at the next slide. So how to do it? How to change the verb into present perfect form. So basically, I, you, we, they, and plural, you're going to use have and then you add the verb in participle form. And he, she, it, and singular. Singular means one, plural means many. So you're going to use has and then you add the verb in participle form as well. Let's look at the participle form. For this one, you will have to read a lot for you to be able to know the verb in participle form. Okay, focus on the table here. Here are some examples of past participle form. So the base verb there is the original word, and then the past form is the past tense for it. For example, bite, kick it. So if it happens in the past, we're going to say bit. But for past participle, it's going to become bitten. Okay, bite, bit, bitten. For you to be able to know this is you have no other choice. You have to read a lot in English. But let's just look at the examples here so you have some ideas on how to form this past participle. Bleed will become bled, but for past participle it will remain the same bled. Blow, blew, blown. Come, came, come. Take, took, taken. Write, wrote, written. Choose, chose, chosen. Cast, cast, cast. Nothing happens to it. Drive, drove, driven. Eat, ate, eaten. Here are the answers for the exercise that I gave you just now. Number 1, go will become I have gone. If you use she, he, or it, you will change have to has. Okay. Buy, I have bought. Read, we have read. Visit, she has visited. Eat, they have eaten. Okay, so try to do this on your own. As usual, if you have any question, you can always drop me an email or you can ask me on Google Classroom. Alright, so that's it for today. I'll talk to you about past tense in the next chapter. Bye!